So in our
This call
local
is now being recorded.
in our local environment, especially in Nigeria and Africa at large, we've not really had or have a digital publishing platform in a true sense of it. What we have are sites that sell digital products, downloadable products. And one of them is very popular, which is Seller, very, very popular. And I know Seller actually model Gumroad. I don't know if anyone have heard of Gumroad before. It's the same. In fact, there's a new one now that is competing with Seller. They call them Cephany. So all of them are just digital product sellers. So what they do is that they don't focus on readers or buyers. They focus on sellers. So that's why when you go on seller sites, what you see, you can't see any product on their front page, because they are more seller centric. So it is individual seller that sell your digital product. And it's not only ebooks, videos, even physical products. So that's what they do. But the challenge a lot of people have experienced on that kind of such platform is that your content are downloadable because it's not a digital publishing platform. So they don't have readers. People cannot read your content on their site. So they have to download it as PDF. And through this, a lot of PDF or books have found their ways to eBay. We are, in fact, in our group, some of you must have seen, we've shared some of this experience, on Telegram, where people can easily, in fact, I did a demonstration with my friend Dami, is in this call. So where I got a book from Seller, downloaded it and I shared with him. So him being an author too, who has his work on Seller, he was shocked because a lot of people never thought that that's possible. So what we've done is we've created a platform to protect, because we feel that, or we know that piracy is a big problem in this part of the world. And this is discouraging a lot of authors, to earn legitimately from their sweat. So we've put in the hard work to create a platform that will benefit authors and publishers, and us too, the platform owners, and we call it Knowvas. And Knowvas is actually a product of Knowvas Technology Limited. It's an indigenous company, made in Nigeria, so to say, but with a global, outreach, because our platform is accessible all over the world, So that is where we are. I'll quickly roll through this slide I prepared. I hope you can see my screen. So we're in a couple of weeks, we've been trying testing Knowvas with some of you publishing your content, testing it. We've also noticed some errors and mistakes that some publishers or authors are doing in terms of the content they put there, their cover page, the formatting of their content and all that. So we're going to look at that. So in my first screen, we just talk about Knowvas, empowering African voice. So we are introducing Knowvas, and you see the brief. Discover Knowvas is revolutionizing digital publishing, creating unprecedented opportunity for authors, publishers, and readers. So, and our vision, we are building an innovative platform designed to connect African content creators with global audience, fostering a vibrant, inclusive, and accessible literary landscape. So these are the things that set us apart from every other platforms, that not that are in existence today. Number one, we take security of your content, very, very important. As you know, content are not downloadable on Knowvas. The technology we've deployed is the same thing as a technology deployed by Netflix, deployed by Spotify, and other streaming platforms. So all content are consumed in-app, you know, so they are consuming in-app, they cannot be downloaded. However, as soon as our mobile app is ready, there will be opportunity to download, but you cannot share, just like Netflix. Netflix you can download, but you can't share. So we are working on that. But for now, it's available, it's streamed in browser, because we are still running our web, it's still available. Content are still consumed via our website. So all content are streamed in-app. So security is one of it. Nobody can download it. In fact, we've asked a lot of hackers to try it, but no one has been able to download any content from Knowvas. So be rest assured that your content is protected. The only problem is that if you have your content or your book on seller, places like Seller or Gumroad that allow downloadable, it means we can't guarantee the security of your contents. So I think it's clear. So, but if you are a fresh author who has not put your content on this platform, and then your content is guaranteed with Knowvas, so you have nothing to worry. But if you have gotten this information and you realize that your content is on seller, I think once monetization starts on Knowvas, I think the wise thing to do is to take down your content where it can be stolen and be sold. We've had cases where books were downloaded from such platform. The covers of those books were changed. They replace it with their own name, give it a different title, but the content still were the same thing as from the owner. So we need to protect that. So that's one. Security is very important. Then we also talk about advanced anti-piracy protection. We use cutting-edge protection to safeguard your valuable intellectual property. So be rest assured, it's safe. Then one unique thing about Knowvas is also we have diverse content. So we have eBooks, we have audiobooks, then we have comics, we have magazines, we have textbooks for teachers. You don't have to leave classroom. If you're a very good teacher, with physics, chemistry, you can actually start earning from your content. You can start, writing exam guides, primers, further explanation of complex topics and put it on Knowvas. If you're a university lecturer, the same thing is applicable to you. It means your work will now be widespread rather than limit your work to the university or the school you lecture. Other people in other students in other universities can also easily, readily, in fact, globally, have access to your content. And you make more money. You make a lot of money when it comes to that. So, because you are not losing money, nobody's copying it. They are not photocopying it. In school environment, we know how they photocopy and all that. But with Knowvas, that is not possible. So then talk about flexibility. One unique model we've introduced is in terms of flexible monetization. And how do we mean? In most platforms, you buy outrightly. Maybe you put 1,000 on your book, and then people can buy it 1,000. They buy it once, they don't come back again. You understand? So what we've done is that we've combined rate purchase with read-based earning. What does it mean? We feel that if you go to Spotify, for example, most of our artists are there. They stream their content, and each stream costs, some money they have from that stream. So the same thing we've done here. For books, we call it rates. And for audio, we call it listening. So you can earn from every hour your content is consumed, you earn from it. So that's why we are saying when you are publishing, don't do purchase only, right? So don't do purchase only, do both purchase and subscription, so that people who subscribe can also, you know, people who purchase, some people will purchase while some people will. Then the question now is that if they purchase, where will they purchase it to? Is in their digital library. If there is time, I'll quickly run through the front face or the front store of Knowvas, so that everything they purchase is in their digital library. And this digital library, the content is there for life, it's their own, you understand? So that is the way it is. But once our mobile app is ready, they will also be able to download it on their phone, but they can't share it. It's locked down to their phone. So that is the way it is. So then there are two sides. We talk about two sides of Knowvas: readers and publishers. So these are the sides, that a lot of people are concerned with, because as a publisher, you are going to be interacting with the both ends, because you may likely be both publisher and reader at the same time. So most likely, every authors or publisher will also have accounts as a reader. So the front store, we have different categories. I know some of you have been experimenting with this, been checking and all that. So I will just elaborate more. We have content browsing, subscription and purchase. We have personal library I talk about. At every books they buy or you read, everything is reflected in your library. The publisher, this is where you, author, you publish. Some of you have been trying it, and I will try to demonstrate some of this because of time. Then for now, our content categories are eBooks, audiobooks. So I'm going to give time to MJ. He's an audio designer. So we're going to talk about audio briefly, how you can take advantage, and what we are doing as Knowvas to bring in generative AI to Knowvas. We'll mention that. Then how you can also design your audio, dramatize it, which AI cannot do. We're going to show you how to do that. MJ will speak briefly, maybe 5 minutes, how this can be achieved. So we also have magazine and newspaper, comics, picture books, textbooks, and journals. So these are the categories we support for now. In subsequent future, in not distant future, we are adding interactive content like games, we're adding videos and all that. Those will come later. So then let's talk about, because of time, I need to quickly talk about this. Let's look at contents, because this is where we've noticed a lot of issues that people are not getting right. At the onset, we didn't allow PDF for eBooks, but later we realized that a lot of people have PDF. A lot of people have put their works on Seller and other platforms like that in PDF. So later we did a quick update to allow uploading of PDF. But in actual sense, PDF was designed for prints. It's actually not designed for eBooks. But even though we call it eBooks, it's in soft copy. To really take advantage of eBooks, all the features that are in there, EPUB is the best, especially when you have a lot of tests, like your normal eBooks, fictional books, a text-heavy content. Subsequently, moving forward, I will encourage you to produce them in EPUB, right? So then when you do that, you can see these 4 boxes. You can make a research PDF 24 tools. We created a tutorial on YouTube how you can optimize your PDF for faster loading. Because if you don't optimize your PDF for faster loading, if a reader is trying to read it, it may take time. You understand? And they will abandon it. They move to your competitor or someone else. So we've demonstrated how you can do that. There are two things you are going to do when you get hold of PDF 24. You can compress your PDF, then you can linearize it. Linearize it means that it's going to load faster. You understand? And they also know that there's a size limit, that you can put on Knowvas. For eBooks, it's 30 MB. So if your PDF is more than that, you need to compress it and linearize it. So go to our YouTube channel, you see how we use that too. So if you have PDF you want to use, please go through this process. It makes your content to load faster, right? It's very important. You can take note of it. PDF 24 tools. I've explained how it's being used on YouTube. The other things you may need is Microsoft Word. You can use this to type your work, and then from Microsoft Word you can export to PDF. Then from Microsoft Word too, you can also go to EPUB, but it's not direct, except you are using Microsoft 360 that goes to EPUB right away, or Google Doc. Within Google Doc you can save to EPUB. But the problem I've noticed is that a lot of people who do EPUB, they just do direct conversion. No, I've seen a lot of EPUB people have published. They were not in order. So this is going to affect the reader experience. I'm going to show you some samples I've seen. So there's a rule, within Word, you need to do what we call edit tags, style rather. Heading style, normal style, that is paragraph style, bullet style. All these things are very, very important. Appropriate page break. It is when you've done this perfectly, then you can now do direct conversion. Because what I've seen is that some people just take PDF, they use online tool to convert it to EPUB. It will not work well. It won't work well like that. So if you already have your PDF, just leave it the way it is. You can put it on Knowvas. We now accept PDF. But moving forward, to take advantage of some other features that is not possible within PDF, you need to start producing in EPUB. Then I'm going to demonstrate to you what EPUB holds, especially accessibility. People with visually impaired cannot access PDF easily. It's difficult. Screen reader find it difficult to read PDF. But with screen reader, it is easier. Text-to-speech work fine in EPUB. And the file size of EPUB is very light, so it's lightweight. It loads faster than PDF. The only exception is that if you are working on a fixed layout content, like magazine, pages with columns, picture book, comics, those ones are better left as PDF, because naturally those contents are designed for prints, the way they are. So for those ones, it is PDF, not EPUB. So please take note of that. Then I also have reader here. When you convert to EPUB, when you are formatted properly in Word or InDesign. InDesign is for professional, digital publishers, or publishers generally. But Word is okay for general public. Then I would recommend this reader. Thorium is for desktop. You can use it to view your EPUB. Then we have Readera, which is a Android app. So I don't have any for iOS. You can check that. Then we also have Calibre. So all this you can research and see how they work. So you can take notes, go online, see how they work. But the bottom line is that you need to format your work properly before you convert it to EPUB. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of scattered, a lot of space, tests that are not in order. And mind you, you cannot just take a book that has been formatted for print and take it to be EPUB. No, I've seen a lot of that. In fact, we've seen a lot. It doesn't work like that. Number one, there are a lot of content or books that have footers. You have to remove it. Page number has to go. Even your inline table of content is unnecessary in EPUB content. For people who are producing EPUB, take note of this. So I don't want to waste our time. Just take note of this. Then you can go on our YouTube page. I have a lot of, we have some tutorials there that explain some of these concepts. The whole intention is to produce a content that is okay, that have a very good reader experience. So that is that. Then we've talked about it. You format your manuscripts, you upload to Portal, set pricing and category, then you publish at end. Okay, let's now come here. So I've talked about all this. What we've also seen, which is very interesting, to publish on Knowvas, you need your full book. Then you need a sample. You need to select some pages, some chapters, as the case may be. Save them separately as sample. Again, there is a tutorial on our YouTube page how to do that with PDF 24 tool, where you can, when you put your PDF there, you can select some pages to use as sample. We've seen people who upload their full book as sample. So it doesn't work like that. The essence of the sample is that when a user signs up, if they see your book, they want to look at the sample so that they can take a decision about it. So sample is very, very important. But when you are creating sample, please don't upload your entire book as a sample. So you need your sample, you need cover page, and your cover page must be properly designed. Please, we've seen a lot. Some people are doing 3D mock-up. They are, you don't, because some people will be arguing with us that on Seller, they put it there. No, Seller is not a digital publishing platform. They don't care how your content is sold. You understand? You are in charge of your front store. I mean, they gave you a store on Seller, and they don't. It's your edit. But here we have a front store that has books, that have content that people can search, catalog. That is not available on Seller. So there's a publishing standard. So please, when you are doing your cover, it has to be front face. I've shared some of this in the group. No 3D mock-up. It can be at an angle. So you can go on the group and see how it is, or on our front store, and see a lot of sample of cover there. It's very important. It must reflect the name, the title, and the name of the author. So then we have talked about that. Then ignoring EPUB format, I've talked about that. A lot of people just put EPUB. I've seen bad formatted EPUB. Please, if you can't do it, engage professional. Otherwise, people will not read your book. Once they see that it's not formatted properly, they will abandon your content. So think about it this way. If you are going to print an hard copy, print hard copy, you spend money now. So you need to set aside a little amount of money to produce a good content, well-formatted content for your book, and it's not expensive. So it is very important. Don't just do it anyhow, or just go to online store, go and convert. It will not be okay. I'm telling you, this can affect your sale. Because if I see your book, I look at the preview, I'm seeing scattered, texts, a lot of gaps and all that, I will quietly abandon your work. So whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. And one thing about this is that you are not reprinting. Once you spend money to create a good cover, you spend little money to format, you are not spending money again on that book. You'll be earning on it continuously. So you need to make a little investment, when it comes to that. Then we'll talk about oversized files. When your size is too large, Knowvas has size limit for everything. For audio, for ebook, for magazine, there's a size limit. That's why you need to optimize and when you have a lot of pages also, you can break them into parts or episodes, when the file size is too much. So I don't want to waste our time there. Then I've talked about EPUB and PDF. I'm not going to talk about it again. So then what are we, because we are still going to Knowvas, so that I quickly want to rush through this, so that I'll show you some key features on Knowvas. So roadmap, elevating the reader. This is our roadmap. I just want quickly to hint you that we are bringing in multilingual support to Knowvas. Very soon, you'll be able to create your content in English, and it will be available in French, in Yoruba, in Igbo, or whatever language you choose. So that one is coming. We are working on it. It's part of our generative AI roadmap. Then we're also bringing in video later, video and interactive content, VR content, gamified content, when it comes to learning, all that is coming. Then we are bringing AI power recommendation. We are bringing social reading and collaboration. I know all of you know that now you have a page on Knowvas. There is a publisher page. When you go to that your page, very soon we are adding sharing button. But now you can share. Just copy when you get to your page, copy your address. I will show you how to do that. You can share that address with people, so they can come straight to your page. But now we are integrating social interaction with it, where people can follow you, they can leave comments, you can have followers and all that. So these are things that is coming to Knowvas, in not too distant future. Then we are also making a lot of investments in generative AI. We are building AI that will help authors to proofread, to edit your content, to suggest, you understand, to create narration. So we are doing all that. In fact, we are developing a content that will read your book within your reader. And this is applicable to EPUB alone. You're going to have text to speech. Your book, you've published it, then reader can click a read button, and it will be reading it. You'll be hearing voices, you understand? But this is quite different from dramatization, which Mr. Amj will talk about, how to dramatize to make it more engaging. This one is just to read your book, but we are going to real audio book with drama, with sound effect and all that, so that people will your audience will gain attention. So these are our generative AI roadmap, AI power summary, personalized recommendation, AI audio narration, then author assistant tools. In fact, very soon you'll be able to create beautiful covers by prompting. Just prompts. It's going to give you beautiful covers at a very, very minimal cost. So all these are coming, and then people who join over early will benefit a lot from this before we start monetizing this. Imagine AI that is helping you to proofread your work, that is editing, giving you suggestions, you understand, before you publish. So it's coming as soon as possible, but I won't give you dates, but we are working on it. And when it's out, people who are already here will be the first to enjoy it before we start monetizing those services. So that is that. So then let's talk about monetization. Yes, there's a little bit of controversy on the 60%, but we explain it. Building this type of platform is very, very expensive. We've spent a lot of millions, and we are still spending it. Every month, AWS, where Knowvas is hosted, we are already spending close to $1 million every month on hosting alone. So it's expensive. It's an expensive venture, but we have responsibility to also help authors. So for now, whenever you put a price on your book, you are taking 60%, we are taking 40%. But it's not cast in stone. As Knowvas become more profitable or we break even, we can change this. So for now, we've done our calculations, we've estimated, we feel what can help us to sustain this business is this sharing ratio for now. Otherwise, it's going to be a lose-lose for everybody. If at the end of the day, let's say we are giving you 70% or 80%, and we're unable to maintain the platform, and tomorrow we folded up, then everybody loses. So in order not that to happen, we've done our calculation, and projection. So you are going with 60%, we are taking 40%. Even with the 40% we are taking, we still have some platform deduction, Paystack will take their own. There's a lot of deduction from, the money from service provider, because the payment platform is handled by Paystack. So then the other one is reach. A lot of people have not understood the reach. But it's the same. Just think about streaming on Spotify or Netflix. The way it is done is when you go to the detailed page of your book, you see estimated hour there. There's an AI that calculated that hour when you uploaded. It will calculate it based on the volume of the text density in your content. You tell you, okay, to take this 1 hour, 2 hour, or between 1 to 2 hours for this to finish. And that is why it's very difficult to game the system. If the system knows when you are reading, when you are just flipping, it knows, it's not counting it. So, and the way we've done is that it's a progression. When a reader reads to that certain stage, you hear certain money, certain amount. When they read to that certain stage, you hear certain amount. But when they finish it, if it's a longer book, you hear the maximum, which is 40 naira. So, which means someone who people spend more time on their content will earn more than a scanty book. So let's say you have 10 pages. You can't earn 40 naira because it's scanty. So the system knows how to reward you in accordance to your hard work and the time people spend on your content. And the beautiful aspect of it is that because Knowvas is globally available, just imagine your content is fine, it's okay, it's engaging, and 1 million people were able to read it, or 2 million people were able to read it all over the world, and you were able to earn multiply that 40 naira by 1 million. That is 40 million. With 2 million people that have read it, that is 80 million. That is how much you can earn. And from our calculation, the payout we are going to be paying every year, it runs into millions. And it is you, the publishers, and not us, that will earn it. So what it means is that produce good cover. Your cover must be attractive. Then format your work properly. Even some people who are uploading PDF, we've seen badly produce PDF. Let us do what is right. Standard is very important. You cannot be everything. If you can't do it, give it to professional to do it. Spend little. If it's 10,000 you want to spend, if it's 15,000, let them do it for you. It's once, so that it comes out perfectly. We've seen a lot of PDF that are really, really bad, in terms of formatting also. So please, it's not everything you can do. If you can't do it, give it to people professional so that it comes out better. So that is on royalty payment. You earn two ways. That's why we are saying don't say purchase only. Go with the default purchase. Then there's another one, available only for subscribers. That one is applicable where you normally offer free content, and you feel that you only give this free content to people who subscribe. That one you also earn. That one will not be membership only. I think I'm clear with that. So quickly, let's advance so that we have about 20 minutes or thereabouts. Then this is audiobook. We've seen a lot of people who are uploading PDF, their ebook. We've not seen audiobook at all. No one has, tested Knowvas by uploading audiobooks, except probably audiobook that is coming from AMJ and some other one we've used in-house to test the platform. So AMJ, are you there? AMJ? Can you hear me?
I'm here, sir.
Okay. So
yes, sir,
I want to give you 5 minutes. What do you think is a challenge for people to create their audio content? Remember, I've classified, I've explained it. There are audio that can read your book. Then there's audio that is dramatized. So that one AI cannot do it. So I want you to throw more light on it.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is MJ, and I'm here as your audio consultant. So first of all, I want to thank everybody for being part of this Knowvas journey. It's going to be an interesting ride, and we'll all make money together. So my introduction into the audio production and sound design space, I want us to know that audio is a huge part of the world we live in. We don't live in a mute world. We live in a world where we hear sounds, be it animated sounds or inanimate sounds. When I mean animated sounds, that means the movement of object that can move. The sounds produced from birds, from insects, from humans. Those are animated sounds. And inanimate sounds are from objects like your door, your chairs, they cannot animate on their own. They need you to move them, and they also produce sound. So the world is filled with sound. Having said that, I want us to know that audio production and sound design is a huge part of media production. So within the audio space, we talk about film, we talk about TV, we talk about radio, we talk about music, we talk about gaming, talk about advertising. So literally audio it's 50% of what we experience every day. So that being said, let's talk about producing your audio. What is important? Now, a lot of us think audio is not so important, but I put it to you, when you put off your screen or when you're watching a movie and the audio is not so good, you won't enjoy the movie. Yes, you can see all the movements, but it's not interesting. I can remember growing up those days when we had the black and white TV. We don't even mind if it's not clear, but as long as we can hear the movie, we can literally watch the movie from our heads. And on Knowvas, we have been given an opportunity to create audiobooks, audio dramas, and the rest of them. Now, for producing audiobooks, the first thing we need to know is the reader. There has to be clarity and audibility from whoever is reading the audiobooks. You can get a professional voiceover artist to get that done, or you yourself, you can read it. As long as you pronounce the words right, if you are using English or you're using your dialect, whatever language you're using to read that audiobook, it has to be captured right and read properly. you know Capturing it right means you need tools like audio workstation, a microphone, you know and all that hardware devices to capture your audio. Even your phone can record, like we do voice notes. You know so we can record our voices with our voice notes, and it comes out clear. As long as it's audible, you can send it across to other persons. So in creating your audiobook, I advise sound design students or people who are interested in audio production to really get, if it's not high-end gears, but at least an affordable gear that will preserve the fidelity of your production or your recording. That requires a microphone, a sound card, and a laptop, if possible a headphone as well, so you can listen to playbacks. So when you have a microphone, now there are different ranges of microphone, from unidirectional microphones to multi-directional microphones, to powered microphones, like the one that needs a phantom power or use a battery. We see them in churches. We see them lavalier microphones. That's the lapel one, the pin one you pin on yourself, that newscasters use. We see the handheld, that's the one with the cord, and we have seen the wireless. We see them in churches, we see them in all these places. All these microphones are good. It all depends on what you want to use them to do. That's when you go for them. So we need a microphone. Let's start from there. Now, the microphone is an input device. In audio production, we talk about input and output devices. So the microphone is an input device where you speak into it, it just only receives. And the quality of the microphone will tell how much it can capture the sound waves that you put into it. But there are also other devices or tools that we use to capture sound, that can help enhance the sound capturing. You need a muffler. When you get to a studio, you see they have this padding on their walls, so it helps to barricade the sound or control the sound from splattering over the place. So for example, let me give you a typical example. Let's say we have our recording in a hall, in an empty hall, and you have your microphone on. One thing is certain: your sound is when you capture that sound, is going to be bouncing all over the place. You can hear the echo and the reverb from the hall. But when you have your recording done in an enclosed place with padding, when I mean padding, can range from a microphone muffler, like that foam you see on the microphone. It helps to, capture the sound directly. It can also range from even clothes. Let me share an experience I had in terms of recording and creating my own recording booths. So I had this client I was recording a jingle for, and I couldn't get to the studio. Where I was far from the studio. So I had to simulate a recording booth. So what I did was I went into the wardrobe, got as many clothes as I could around myself, put the towel on my head, gather all my clothes around myself, so it can help me trap the sound, so the sound does not fly out so much. So when I'm recording, I have the actual sound. Now that experience, or that experience taught me something about managing your environment. Despite you don't have the right equipment and the right tool, you're not in the right place, you can improvise, to get what you want. So I tried that and it came out really nice. And fortunately and unfortunately, I didn't have a studio microphone. I had to use my iPhone to record. Yes, we can blame it on my skill, my audio editing skill. I was able to manipulate the sound and it came out real good for a high-end client for his ad. But that ad had to be recorded very fast and I needed to do something about it. So there's still some level of skill that is needed But I use that as an example to let us know that we can improvise even if we don't have high-end microphones and all that. So the next thing we're also talking about, we'll be talking about is for audio production and sound capturing, we need a device that receives what you are sending. So in our everyday church, we have a mixer that you plug your microphone to. In the studio, we have sound cards, a dedicated device that its job is to receive, from an input device and also send to an output device. So the mixer, the sound card, these are examples of input and output device. Remember I said the microphone is just an input device, it's not an output device. But the sound card is an input and an output device. Now, that's within the sound card, or rather the input and output device space, we have the mixers, we have all the different ranges of audio interface that you can get, from Behringers to this Focusrite to the Allen and
Okay.
Heath and the rest of them. These guys, they
Okay,
receive the sound.
time.
Okay, sorry, sir.
Take it
Just let
to
me just
that.
rush through.
Mm.
Let's know from the input to the output, so it's easy for us to, set up our sound and record ourselves. So that's that for the input and the output device. Then the output, you need a speaker or a headphone so you can hear what you have recorded. Now, all these are going through a computer where you can edit your audio. That is another aspect of audio recording that you need. You need to be able to edit the audio, take out the mistakes, take out some parts that you feel were not taken right. You also need some other tools. They call them processing tools, audio processing tools. Your compressors, your EQs helps to manipulate and balance the sound for you for a good experience. Now, an example of what I did on Knowvas with the audio drama series Who Killed Daniel, that was a whole full production in itself that had voiceover artists while I was telling the story. I produced the music, music bed alongside. It just sets the mood right for the audience to enjoy that experience. There's a lot to talk about this, but my Oga has said that we're running behind time. So if you want more
Yes,
on
yes.
audio production and sound design, we can always
Yeah.
chat in the group, or you can chat me privately from the Knowvas group.
Okay.
Blessings. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Amjad, well, we really thank you. In fact, some of you saw the adverts. In fact, it was the advert that brought a lot of people, a lot of you to Knowvas. Amjad actually did the voiceover, for that ad. So, Amjad, thank you for that.
Blessings, sir.
By and large, let me just sum it up. Because of the technicality involved when it comes to creating engaging audio contents like audio drama, and stuff like that, you may not have that technical know-how, but you can reach out. You can use your phone to record in a quiet place and send it for production. That's what I'm saying. You need to spend a little bit of money to really get a result, because your production must be okay for people to patronize you. So just form that habit that you need to invest, some amount of, fund to get a proper and a standard, output. Because if you produce something that is whack, nobody will patronize you. So you'll be losing money. So let's form that habit. If you can't do it, there are people who can do it. So if you need exclusive sound production, or maybe you have a drama you want to produce, please reach out to us. We are going to guide you. We'll link you up with MJ. You can chat him up in the group also if you need to do something extensive like that. So I will encourage you to go to Knowvas front store, go to the audio section, go and listen to his work, Who Killed Daniel, and listen to other work. There's one Yoruba book episode, Ogbojo Ode Ninu Igbo Irunmale. It's also there. Listen to the production. So these are the kind of production AI cannot produce, or they are dramatized. So if you are someone who want to dramatize your work, so we are here to assist you to get it done. So let's quickly wrap up. So here I've compared Knowvas to the rest. Focus on Africa, yes, for Knowvas. I think I missed the head here. This is Amazon and all that. I think it's being recorded. You can go back and see it. Then let's talk about marketing, which is how do you market your work? From our own end, we've created analytics for you. If you go to your dashboard, you're going to see analytics. You're going to see how people are reading your content, the engagement. You understand? Then, hello? Can you hear me? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So let's look at, because that is very, very important. In fact, this is one of the requests or clarification that people are asking us. I've put my work on Amazon for long. I'm not earning anything. I put it on seller. Nobody's seeing it. Stuff like that. There are two ways. In fact, to sell your content or your book depends on you and our platform. What we've done with our platform is that your content can be found. People can search for your content, and we're also giving you a page. So what you need to do is to promote that your page, because with your page, all your content are listed, all your past work are listed there. And I've seen a lot of people when they didn't really write anything about their page. They didn't put their picture. You put your picture, you write bio about you. And like I've told you, we are integrating follow button so that people can follow you. You can have followers counter. Your reader can interact with you. That is coming. So you need to start, creating that awareness, even from when the demo is going on. Right? Get your page, share it with people. You understand? So that is one way. Then subsequently, we're going to be organizing training for you how to do digital marketing free, like this webinar. Is part of the one we are planning. How you can spend little amount of money, maybe $1,001 per day, and to gain a lot of to make a lot of sales on your product. You have to market your product, because if you have products, you are not marketing it. It's like you are just winking in the dark. So who will give you all these tools? We're going to be promoting our publishers, just like Udemy does. We're going to be doing that. We're going to select some bestsellers. But you need to produce. If your content is bad, we will not promote it. If your formatting is bad, we will not promote it. If your cover is bad, we will not promote it. So form the habit of spending money on production. It's not expensive. So that give it to professional, so that you can have a good content. So from our own, we have social media promotion. We are going to leverage on our strong social media presence. We encourage you to share to our page. We help you to share. We help you to broadcast. Then we're going to have what we call feature highlights, where some books will be put on the front page of our websites. You understand? Then we also have performance analytics. From your dashboard, you can see how your content is performing. But from your end, you need to talk about it. You need to share your page. You need to share the link to the book. It is very important. So that is that. So if you have questions, do anybody have questions that we can address now?
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Thank you for the webinar, sir. We really appreciate you.
You're welcome, sir.
My question goes thus, sir.
What's the name, sir?
My name is Oloyede, sir. Oloyede
Okay.
Manuel.
All right. You're welcome.
What I want to ask is this: based on the promotion, sir,
Yes.
and is there? I believe right now we are family, sir.
Yes, of course. We are Knowvas family,
Yes, sir.
and we're going to succeed together.
Amen, sir. So, and I really, yeah, I really appreciate your work. You are doing good, sir.
Thank
You know,
you.
you are giving us great thing, sir. And I believe you are going to succeed greatly in Jesus' name.
Amen.
I believe, like now, I may say I am new into digital stores.
Publishing. Okay.
Yes, sir. And since I about 2 months, I started about 2 months ago,
Okay.
and with the help of Chat GPT,
Mhm.
so and through it, I believe it's working.
Okay.
Because so far on Gumroad, I was able to make one at least.
Okay.
To convince me to this is working. Now I want to ask
Okay.
now, like now, based on Knowvas, because from your experiencing and from what you are teaching us, we see that this is great far beyond to my own past experience from our
Yes.
platform. So I hope you are going to support us now, even with little or something, in order to make a good product, be on top as a publisher or as a author.
Okay. Support as in
In terms
what type of support are you?
in terms of promotionals, I,
Yes, I've seen this now. I've just talked about it.
that's
We
good.
are going to support you. We are going to share your work. We ourselves, we are going to be running hard for our publishers.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes,
But
sir.
I'm also saying that you cannot fold your hand. You also have
Yes.
roles to play because Nova has given you the platform. You know, I talk about your publisher page. You understand? That you
Yes.
can share. You talk about your work. You share it to our platform. We reshare it. We rebroadcast. You understand? So those
Yes,
are
sir.
the support we are giving to you,
Thank you.
right?
It's a great.
So we are behind you.
Yes, sir. Thank
So
you, sir.
I'm seeing some hand up. Some
Yes. Okay.
next person. I think Sheyi.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening, everybody.
Good
I
evening.
want to commend the management of Knowvas for this innovation. This is actually huge. Some
It
of
is.
us, like you said, we have been on Seller, we've been on Amazon, and there's been no sales. But with this innovation that you are bringing up, I think you are going to solve, if not 70% of our problem. And I want to commend your expertise and this is Africa and it's coming from us. My
Yes.
question I want to ask is in the area of, audiobooks.
Yes.
Now, I want to know, I want to suggest, can you integrate, in Amazon, there's what they call this audio ACS or something, converting your book into audio with the click of button and stuff like that. I want to know if an interface can be embedded, if it will cost a little or something, so that we can get our book converted into audio. I interact with young people, and most of the time when I share my book with them, they tell
Mm-hmm.
me that if you can have it in audio, that's the only time they can read that. Reading, it's not, reading PDF or it's not their thing. That do I
That's
have it in
it.
audio? Becoming an issue because to really maneuver the technicality. Thank God for the consultants you brought in, but there's a lot of technicality that most of us might not really
Might not be able
have
to.
navigate. So I want to suggest if there is a portal or there is an
Okay.
interface or
Okay. Is
or
that all this, Sheyi?
yes, that's
Uh-huh. Okay. Let me quickly. You know, when I was talking about what we are bringing roadmap for Novas, I talk about generative AI, and I said for your books, we
Leave
are
me alone.
building a reader that will read your book. Then
okay.
within that, we are also working on what we call from your book to audio to different language.
Okay.
You understand? You will be able to convert your English to French. If I remember, I even said Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo. We are working on it. Yes, we are working on it day and night. The aspect a consultant will be needed is when you want to dramatize your work. You understand? You want to dramatize it. You know, just go to Knowvas. You see, go and listen to Wookill Daniel. You understand what I'm talking about. Or go and listen to Ogboju Ode. He's on Knowvas right now. You see how dramatization works. That is what we say you will need technicalities on consultants to do. But for your normal book, the first thing we are integrating is screen reader. That's why we are emphasizing on EPUB. The screen reader will be able to read in a house what you have in your EPUB, your book. That's the first thing we are integrating. Then we now move to from your language to another language. You'll be able to select language. Okay, I want this in Dutch. I want this in French. All that are coming to Knowvas. You understand? We already have our milestone and we are working on it gradually. You understand? By the end of fourth quarter of next year, a lot of what we are talking now is there. You understand? So we are working on it. So the early publishers or authors will enjoy this. Because some of these services will also cost a token. But when we launch it, it's going to be free until we test it. People like you will also test it. You understand? So we are working on it. It is called Generative AI. And then we also say we are bringing in a Generative AI to even assist you as author. You don't need to go and hire a proofreader or someone that will edit your work. The system from Knowvas will proofread for you, will suggest improvements, and you'll be fine with it. Is that clear?
Yeah, great.
So just take your time, go to the audio section on Knowvas, go and listen to Ogboju Ode and Wookill Daniel by MJ. You understand what I mean by dramatization, which is quite different from something that we read your book.
So this dramatization, I believe it can go for any gender. I mean, whether fiction or non-fiction.
Yes, any dramatization can go for any. It doesn't have to be.
Then the monetization definitely will be another extra. You know, you can monetize with it, modify by it.
Exactly. You can exactly. When you have good content, it's easier for you to monetize. That's why we are emphasizing standard. It's very important. Don't let your books look scattered. Format it properly. Give it to professionals. Do good cover. It's not everything you may be able to do your own. In the era of AI, now some people just go to AI, do cover for me. People do cover, it's not okay, or they didn't finish it. But some of this we are bringing to Knowvas. You'll be able to create an interesting cover by yourself and all that. So any question because of time?
Yeah. So I need clarification for the formatting. You said there is no need that we should remove header, footer, and table of content also.
Exactly. You don't need it in EPUB.
EPUB.
Yes, you don't need it. We formatted it as a print. Some things have to go.
Yes.
You need to remove some things.
And what about copyright? Copyright acknowledgement?
No, those all will be there now. I will show you sample now. So let's give someone else. I'm seeing Abeni.
Yeah. Okay.
Abeni.
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Fine. So let me just comment. You see, the part that actually got me interested was the translation to different languages part.
Languages, yes.
Yes, because I personally I work directly with translators across different African countries. So I really different all these languages where I never hear. And the people I work with, they are making a lot of money.
Yes.
With these translated works.
Yes.
If you can actually focus on that, it will help us, even us as authors, it will help us a lot. And one
We
other
are,
thing
we are bringing it to Knowvas. We are already working on it.
that is very
As a,
commendable. And one other thing,
as a matter of fact, we were actually
okay,
supported by AWS.
perfect.
You know, so we
That
were
is
supported by,
perfect.
if you go to our social media posts on Facebook, on LinkedIn, you will see the press release.
Okay, that is it. Then I wanted to ask, when you said dramatization, are you saying will it be AI generated, or you are talking about voice actors that will voice the dialogues?
We are talking about voice actor, that's why I said you should go and listen to two. I'm recommending two audio drama on our
Yes, I
Knowvas.
understand. I just wanted to be sure, because I'm also a voiceover artist. I just wanted to be sure that
proper actor now dramatizing it so that it comes out comes out fine.
Will that be paid by us?
Definitely.
Or
now.
Knowvas is providing it?
No, that is your work now. Knowvas is only providing platform for you. You understand?
Okay.
So that will add up to the cost of your production. One thing I'm emphasizing is that you should your work should be well done. If it's little money you are going to spend to get it come out, good, spend it. People will patronize it. Right.
Okay. Then one other thing. So if it's something that is just read, that does not really include dramatization, does it mean that it cannot be put on Knowvas?
Okay, no, you can be put on Knowvas now. No. If you read it, you don't need to dramatize it. If you can read it your own, you understand, and there's no drama, you put it there. You don't need to be dramatized, right? Okay.
Thank you.
I think Sam is your hand is up. Hello, Sam.
Israel.
Sam. Okay, I think. Okay, quickly, we are rounding up, but I want to quickly show you two samples of work that were not properly formatted, so that you can have an idea how your work is done and how you can do it properly. I'm going to be showing. I've seen a lot of PDF that were not properly formatted. Please make your content well, because if a reader gets to your content and they realize that it's not formatted properly, they will not. That's why we mandate preview, so that you can give that will give a reader first-hand information about your work. And if it's not okay, they will not read it. And if they are not reading it, you are not making money. And if you are not making money, you are making nothing out of the platform. So please encourage, do your best so that things will be okay. So let me quickly share something. Just a moment. Okay, I'm sharing this. Okay, this is an ebook. This is an ebook reader on Knowvas. You can see that the reader, this is the reader. You can see, okay, let me go back. I want to go back so that I need to be sure. Okay, this is a preview. Actually, this is set as a purchase only. If I preview it, you can see what I have here. It's supposed to be the front cover of the page. You can see some texts were not in order. Okay, as a reader, I came here. I want to see what you have, and I'm seeing this. This is a discourage. You've already discouraged me from interacting with this. You can see, even as a preview, see what I have as a preview. So this is badly formatted. And what really happened with this is that they just took the printed, the word that has been formatted for print or for PDF, or maybe they convert from PDF to EPUB without proper formatting. So please avoid stuff like this. So if I were you, I come here as a reader, and this is what I have. So I'm going to be discouraged. So it's very important that we take these things seriously in terms of formatting our work properly. So that is one. Then, okay, let's see another one. I know some people have been uploading EPUB and all that. Okay, let's look at a magazine. Look at this magazine. This is how our PDF reader is. You can see it's slightly different from the way EPUB reader is. You know, the problem with, okay, let me do something. I want to show you a feature in the PDF reader. Okay, let's see all. I want to see if I can get a free content. Just a minute. Okay, let me open this. I don't know if I can. Okay, let me open this. So let's see.
Pupa ló ń gbé bàbá yẹn sí kálá àti ẹ̀ ti rí. Pupa yẹn ló pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Okay, with EPUB reader, you can have a table of content. This is what I was saying, that there is no need for you to have a table of content within the body of your EPUB, because already when you formatted it properly, you're going to have all your table of content. And one thing about EPUB is that you can change the reading mode. There's a lot you can change here with EPUB. So there are options we are also adding. We are adding readers and all that to EPUB. So let's see PDF. When you upload PDF, this is the reader you are going to get, and this is the way it works. So you can zoom in, you can see, and zoom in. The same thing on mobile, but looking at this cover, it's not bad, but a lot of things are off. The tests, you know, they were not. The problem with this front is typography. So I think we should spend a little to make our content to be of international standard. As good as this magazine is, I'm just using it as an example. I'm not saying it's a bad magazine, but I'm just pointing out my observation. When it comes to typography, they were not properly done. So it's very important. But the inside is not bad, but it could be better. So this is how magazine works on Knowvas. You can see, you can zoom in, even with your mobile phone, zoom in. The text is still sharp and clear. You understand? So that is the way it is. You know, it's giving you a clippy, clip book text. So that's the way it works. So when you upload PDF, this is how your content will look. But when you upload EPUB, the previous one I showed you, that is the way it's going to look. So we recommend PDF for stuff like this. Yes. So that is how it is. I just said I should quickly point it out. Then let me quickly point out other things people may ask you. When you log in into Knowvas, you are going to have your profile. In this your profile, you are going to have, it's going to tell you the membership you belong to, you know, your subscription plan. If a fresh person that signed in will be on freebie, and you can come here and see the freebie, you can see, it will tell you how you are reading, what the freebie is all about. Another thing is library. If you quickly go to your library, I'm just being fast now, this will show everything you've purchased, and this will show everything you are reading. As you are reading it, it's measuring, it's giving you percentage, right? So that is how it is without wasting your time. Then for author, this is your dashboard. It's going to tell you engagement, your purchases, publication, your total earning. So, and this will give you everything you are making daily. You can see purchase earning today, 3,000 naira. You know, it will give you the graph. Then here it will tell you subscription, what you've earned based on subscription. Then this will tell you number of people who have engaged with your content. You know, this June, you know, this June, you know. So that's how it's going to be measuring it every day, every month. So, of course, some of you have come here to publish. Then you have your wallet. When the monetization begins, you will be able to put your account number. You know, so this is how your wallet is. You know, and your transaction. You can see you can withdraw any of your earning, purchase any, you can withdraw it. Subscription any, you can withdraw it. And then once you get to 10,000 naira, that is what is here, you can make a withdrawal request. And once you send a withdrawal request, it will be processed and your money will be sent to your account. We are still adding a lot to this, but these are the basic one. And this is where you can manage your content. You can see all the content you publish will be here. And for each content, you can also, okay, for example, if I go to this content, for example, if I click here, I can edit some of these things. You see, then I can view analytics for that particular content. I can know what is happening to that content, how much I've earned on this content. You understand, on this book. So it's quite a lot. We've done a tutorial, it's on our YouTube page, especially for this. You can go and learn more on your dashboard so that you get to know. But don't forget, for you to publish on Knowvas, you need your full book, you need samples, then you need your cover page in JPEG. And we suggest that the size should be 1,500 by 2,200 pixel, you know, JPEG only. So I think that is all. Is there any other concern you want me to address before we call it a day?
Thank you very much, sir.
Sure.
And hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
Thank you very much for the training and what you have in store. The one you have shared with us this night have given me a lot of clarity about Knowvas, and I knew you are taking us to a greater level. The audio aspect of it, I have some audio that I recorded myself that is just 2 hours long, 1.5 hours long, that I didn't even separate chapter or whatever. I think when I talk to your tech man, maybe will guide us on what to do next. But I'm very, then the other aspect of interpreting the book into different language, because I'm one of the people that is trying to interpret to our language, to my dialect. So I know it costs a lot. It costs a lot. In fact, we were in the meeting last 3 days ago. We were in the meeting that wants to interpret the Bible into our own dialect, my own dialect. So when we bring in the technical people and we know it's very, very costly, but when people hear or read something in their own language, they understand it more than reading it or hearing it in another language. So I want you to do more to work on it so that that first quarter of the next year target will be realized. So thank you very much for everyone.
I can assure you that we are working on it.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Then on the aspect of audiobook, there's a whole lot. There's a whole tutorial on YouTube. Audio production. Audiobook. How to produce your audiobook on Knowvas, to produce this for Knowvas. It's on YouTube. Go and watch it. So you don't need to break your audio into chapters. You understand? We've given you that a way you do it. You know, you just need that long audio. You don't need to separate it. But go and check that audio tutorial on YouTube.
If I just drop a one for your technical man, maybe 1.5 video audio message,
yes,
then they can from there work on it and we upload
yes,
it.
he has to clean it up. Yes, he has to. So
Yes,
remember what I told you. Professionalism standard is
yeah,
very important. Don't do it anyhow.
yes,
Do it perfectly.
yeah,
So that people can enjoy it. So what MJ will do is to clean it up, and make it standard, so that when you use it as
okay, yeah.
audiobook, people will like it, right?
I will try to sharpen up. Yes, thank you very much, sir.
You're
for your
welcome.
time.
Any other area you want us to address? Okay, in the absence of that, I really appreciate everyone who have attended this webinar, and I believe with Knowvas, we are going to succeed together. Knowvas is built for everyone, and not even only everybody, including the readers. The day my mother was listening to Bojo Derinu Borumole, the episode we put on Knowvas, she was really, really, she really enjoyed it. So Knowvas is good for all ages, including teachers, who are in secondary school, primary school, university lecturers. Everybody is invited to come on board. So I really appreciate every one of you for taking time to attend this webinar. So we're going to be putting the recording of this on our YouTube channel. So you can also take time to go by it. Or you tell people who missed this to also go there to listen to it. Amjay, I really want to thank you. Your last word, please, Amjay. Amjay.
I'm here, sir. Yes, sir. I'm with you, sir.
Okay, I think your last one. Okay.
Okay, guys. Thank you for the opportunity to be here with you, and I'm always here to customize sound for your target. If you have anything, any audio challenge, you can always chat me up in the WhatsApp group, and I can walk you through the ones that are freebies and the ones that are for paid services. If you need voiceover artists, if you need audio production, if you need music production, that's what we do. Just chat me up on the WhatsApp group. Blessings.
Thank you so much, everyone. Do enjoy the rest of the day. So some of you are in the group, so we'll meet in the group, in our WhatsApp group. So thank you for attending. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.